student. So in last lecture we're talking about the how MHC molecules are able and capable to represent the antigens towards the T cells and the immune system. So basically in today's lecture we're talking about the how MHC molecules and the APC cells, that is antigen presenting cells, represent the antigen towards the immune system and how it trigger the elimination of antigen. So in today's lecture, that is antigen processing and presentation. So this chapter is from your immunology chapter number 4th. Basically, this MSC restricted antigen recognition by the T cells. Basically, MSC molecules, that is major histocompatibility complex. These molecules are essential and capable to recognize the antigen, and after the recognition of antigen, it represents the towards the T cell. Basically, MSC class 1 represent the T cytotoxic cell, and MSC class 2nd molecule represent the antigen towards the T helper cell. When the T helper cell then trigger the formation of B cell, and B cell converted into plasma cell, which is able to form the antibodies. So basically any T cells can recognize an antigen on the APC only if that antigen is displayed on the by the MSC molecule. So T cells are able to recognize the molecules on the APC cells. APC cells are the antigen presenting cell, but when the antigen is present on the MSC molecule, because MSC molecule act like a APC molecule, that is antigen presenting molecule, which display the antigen to the T cells. So these antigen receptors of the T cells have dual specificity. So this specificity is essential for the recognition of antigen and their elimination. First of all, that is for peptide antigen. These T cells are this T cell and antigen receptor of T cell, that is TCR, are having this specificity because it recognize the antigen when it is in peptide form. So the for first of all, for the peptide antigen, it recognize the peptide antigen, and it is responsible for the specificity of immune response, because the representation of antigen towards the T cells able to form the specific type of immune response. It may be T cytotoxic response, that is T cells attack on that antigen, or it may be initiate the CD4, that is T helper cell, that is the initiation of antibody synthesis response. So this depend on the peptide formation of antigen which bind to the MSC molecule. Second one, that is MSC molecules. So the MSC molecules are different kinds of MSC molecule. There are two types, that is MSC1 molecule and MSC2 molecule. MSC1 molecule trigger the formation of T cytotoxic cell, which is trigger the formation of chemokines and cytokines and initially eliminate the antigen, where MSC second molecule represent the antigen towards the CD4 cell, that is T helper cell, and T helper cell then trigger the formation of B cells which able to form the antibodies. So the during maturation in thymus, because we know that the T cells matured in the thymus, so T cells whose antigen receptor MSC are selected to survive and mature. So therefore mature T cells are MSC restricted T cells. So T cells are able to recognize the antigen when it binds to the MSC molecule. So that we can say that T cells are the MSC restricted T cells. So let's see the how antigen processing is done in the recognition of by the T cells. So the conversion of the native antigen, that is large globular protein, into the peptide capable of binding to MHC molecule. So first of all, the whatever antigen get invented in body of organism, it converted into the peptide form, because this peptide then bind to the MHC molecules. MHC molecules are two type, that is class 1 and class 2 molecules. So these MHC molecules are capable to bind to the peptide, and these molecules having the capability to recognize the self and non-self molecules. So it occur in the cellular compartment where the MSC molecules are synthesized and assembled in the ER. Basically these MSC molecules are synthesized in the ER, and this recognition of antigen and binding of peptide occur at the ER. So it determine the how antigen in different cellular compartment generate the peptides that are displayed on the class 1 or class 2 MSC molecules. So the compartment, cellular compartment, they may be ER, cytosol, or other kinds of compartments of the cells where the MSC molecules are formed and display the antigen towards the T cells are depend on the different kinds of peptides which is bind to the MSC molecules. So what does the alpha beta T cells receptor recognize? Basically, T cells receptor recognize the antigen when it bind to the MSC molecule. So the only fragment of protein, that is peptide, associated with MSC molecule on the surface of cells recognized by the T cell, that is T cell receptor, recognize the molecule, that is protein peptide. So the fragment of peptide of antigen associated with the MSC molecule of the surface of cell recognized by the T cell receptor. Also second one, that is helper T cell, that is CD4, recognize the peptide associated with the MSC class second molecule. So first of all, I told you the MSC class second molecules are able to recognize the antigen by and trigger the formation of CD4, that is T helper cell, where MSC class 1 associated with the cytotoxic T cell, that is CD84, which recognize the peptide which bind to the MSC class 1 molecule. So we know that the antigen presenting cells, so presenting antigen presenting cells, they may be dendritic cell, macrophage and B cells. So these MSC molecules are present on the cell surface receptor of these antigen presenting cells, which are able to recognize the antigen and represent this antigen towards the T cells. So these are the pathways of antigen processing, how it trigger by the class 1 and class 2 MSC molecules and represent towards the T cell, that is T helper cell and T cytotoxic cell. First of all, that is class first pathway. So in this pathway, you can see that when the cell uptake the antigen, it converted into the microbial protein. This microbial protein then unfolded to form the peptide, and these peptides are present in the cytosol, which bind to it transported towards the ER in which the MSC class 1 molecules are present. The binding of this peptide to the ER in ER, it represents this antigen peptide towards the CD8 cell, that is T cytotoxic cell at the cell surface. So this is the antigen processing pathway for the class 1 molecule. Second one, that is protein antigen in vesicle formation occur in the class second pathway. So in this process, you can say that the endocytosis of extracellular microbe are occur at the cellular level, and this endocytic vesicle then bind to the class second molecule, where the class second molecule MSC molecules are transported to the cytosol and it bind to the endocytic vesicle. Then this class second MSC molecule bind to these microbes or antigen, and at the cell surface receptor is shown towards the CD4 T cell, that is T helper cell. So these are the pathways of the antigen processing pathway for the CD4 and CD8 cell by the MSC molecules. So let's see the class 1 MSC molecules, that is endogenous antigen pathway, that is cytosolic pathway. So the cytotoxic T lymphocyte need to kill the cells containing cytoplasmic microbes and the tumor cell. Basically, class 1 MSC molecules are responsible to trigger the cytotoxic T lymphocyte, and basically this T lymphocyte are able to kill the cells which containing the microbes and the tumor cell. Also, the cytosolic proteins are processed into peptides that are present in the association with the class 1 molecules. Mostly cytosolic peptides are derived from the endogenously synthesized, that is viral tumor or protein. Mostly this cytosolic pathway, that is class 1 molecule, represent the antigens towards the CD8 cell, that is cytotoxic T lymphocyte, and these all process done in the all nucleated cell, which are capable to being infected by a virus and transform, which is expressed by the class 1 cell. So this is the pathway of MSC. So in first slide I told you how the MSC1 able to represent the antigen towards the CD8 cytotoxic cell. So in this process you can see that this is the virus in the cytoplasm is converted into the protein, and this protein is converted into the peptide by the proteasome. So this peptide is bind towards the MSC class 1 molecule in the ER, and then this ER form the vesicle which get upward to the cell surface and which bind to the CD8 4, that is TCR receptor, that is T cell. Next one, that is cytosolic proteolytic system for the degradation of intracellular proteins. So the proteins to be degraded are often covalently linked to the small proteins called as ubiquitin. So in this process you can see that the how antigen protein are converted into the peptide for the recognition of MSC molecules and the binding of the MSC molecules. So these proteins are degraded by the ubiquitin. So ubiquitinin enzyme complex linked to the several ubiquitin molecules to lysine amino group near to the amino terminus of the protein. So these enzyme bind to the ubiquitinous terminus of the protein to form the peptide. So the degradation of ubiquitin protein complex occur within the central channels of the proteasome, and proteasome are large cylindrical particles whose subunit catalyze the cleavage of peptide bonds. So basically in this figure you can see that the first of all what happened, the proteins who have to degrade it covalently bind to the ubiquitin protein. After the binding of ubiquitin protein, the ubiquitinin enzyme complex linked to the ubiquitinin molecules and of the antigen at the lysine amino group near to the amino terminus of the protein, and the degradation of ubiquitin protein complex occur within the central channel of proteasome. So proteasome is able to convert the protein into the peptide of antigen. So this degradation occur at the proteasome, and in the cytosol association of LAMP1, LAMP2, LAMP7 and LAMP10 with the proteasome change its catalytic specificity to favor production of peptide that bind to class 1 MSC molecule, and all three are induced by the increased level of T cell cytokine FN gamma. So this in this figure you can see that the after the formation of peptide, it converted into the peptide by the proteasome, and this after the formation of peptide it represent towards the MSC molecule, and it bind to the antigen cleft of MSC molecule which represent this antigen peptide towards the T cell. So peptide generated into the cytosol by the proteasome are translocated by the TAP, that is transporter associated with antigen processing, into the rough endoplasmic reticulum by a process of require that hydrolysis of ATP. So basically this after the formation of peptide, this peptide is transported towards the ER, because in ER MSC class 1 molecules are present. So we have to represent this antigen peptide towards the MSC molecule. After the binding of MSC molecule to the antigen, it represents this antigen peptide towards the cell surface of TCR. So the TAP has the highest affinity for peptide containing 8 to 10 amino acid, which is optimal peptide length for the class 1 MSC binding, because we know that the class 1 MSC molecule are able to bind the 8 to 10 amino acid peptide which represent the antigen. So within the rough endoplasmic reticulum membrane, the newly synthesized class 1 chain associated with the calaxinin until B2 microglobulin bind to the chain. So this in ER, this peptide, so in this figure you can say that the protein is converted into the peptide, and after by the TAP it undergoes to the membrane of ER to bind to the MSC molecule. So basically the MSC class 1 molecule containing the two chains, that is alpha 1 and alpha 1 and alpha 2, which with having the beta 2 microglobin which bind to the chain of this peptide. So when the peptide is delivered to the TAP is bound to the class 1 molecules folding of MSC class incomplete and it is released from the area to transported through the Golgi to the surface of cell. So after the binding of this peptide to the MHC molecules, then these MHC molecules are released from the ER and transported through the Golgi to the surface of the cell. At the surface of cell, these MHC molecule represent the antigen towards the TCR, that is T cell receptor. So newly formed class 1 chain associated with the collagen molecule capture in the rough endoplasmic reticulum membrane. So subsequent binding of B beta 2 microglobin release the collagen and allow the binding to the capronin, that is calreticulin, and the tapacin, so which is associated with the peptide transporter tap. So this association promote the binding of antigenic peptide which stabilize the class 1 molecule peptide complex, allowing it release from the RER. So the class 1 MSC molecule, it bind to the collagen and this collagen associated with class 1 alpha chain forming the binding. After this, it bind to the beta 2 microglobin protein and form the complex which is called as the calreticulin trapacin associated class 1 MSC molecules, and this peptide then the complex bind to the peptide of antigen and then it exit from the ER. So in this figure you can see that this is the endoplasmic reticulum which represent the MSC molecule and collagen. So the after the binding of beta 2 M globin to the partially folded MSC class 1 molecule which release from the collagen and bind to the TAP1. So the cytosolic protein, that is proteasome, convert the antigenic protein into the peptide fragment. So the cytosolic protein are degraded into peptide fragment by the proteasome and large multicatalytic process are formed. So after the formation of peptide fragment, these peptide produce are inaccessible to the MSC class 1 molecule which remain bound to the TAP1. So after peptide formation, it transported into the lumen of ER by the TAP. So this is the TAP, and this after the formation of peptide, it transported through the TAP into the lumen of ER where the MSC class 1 molecule are present. So this peptide bind to the MSC class 1 molecule tightly and then MSC molecule fold around the peptide and it release from the TAP1. So the TAP1 transporter deliver the peptide that bind to the MSC class 1 molecule and the complete its folding. Fully folded MSC class 1 molecule are released from the TAP1 and exported towards the cell surface. So MSC class 1 molecule with the bound peptide will deliver with the to the cell surface which represent towards the peptide is represented by the MSC class 1 at the CD4 cytotoxic T cell. So this is the entire process of the MSC class 1 pathway of antigen representation. So whenever the virus or viral protein get invented in the cytoplasmic ribosome, it is converted into the peptide by the proteasome. So this proteasome degrade the protein into the peptide and this peptide is then transported by the transporter protein into the ER. Then into ER, the MSC class 1 protein alpha and beta form in the ER and it bind to the peptide of antigen and this then from ER it transported to the Golgi and Golgi form the vesicle of the MSC and then it sent towards the surface of the cell where this cell surface represent this antigen towards the CD8, that is cytotoxic T cell. So let's see the loading of antigen to the MSC class 1. So first of all we see the how the MSC class 1 represent the antigen towards the CD8 cell. So let's see the MSC class 2 how it represent the antigen towards the T helper cell. So the generation of antigenic peptide in the endocytic processing pathway. So mostly the internalized exogenous antigen move through the several acidic compartments in which it degrades into the peptide. So basically, whenever antigen get invented in body of organism or cell of the organism, it trap into the lysosome. So because this lysosome containing the many acidic compartments which degrade this protein, antigen protein into the peptides, and this ultimately this vesicle bind to the these sorry these peptides bind to the MSC class second molecule, and which this vesicle transported from the Golgi complex. So this is the process of the antigen representation by the MSC class second. So whenever antigen get invented in the body of cell of the organism, this antigen formed by the vesicle. This vesicle bind to the with the lysosome, and this lysosome having the acidic pH which convert this peptide into this antigen protein into the peptide. After formation of vesicle, it bind to the MSC second class 2 molecules which represent this antigen towards the CD4 cell, that is T helper cell. So let's see the assembly of class second molecule. So within the rough endoplasmic reticulum, the newly synthesized class second MSC molecule bind an invariant chain. So basically it is all this process occur in the rough endoplasmic reticulum, which is bind towards the invariant chain. So whenever it bound to the invariant chain, prevent the premature binding of peptide to the class second molecule and help to direct the complex to endocytic compartments containing peptide derived from the exogenous antigen. So basically these MSC second molecules having the pathway, that is exogenous pathway, which represent the antigens towards the CD4 cell. So digestion of invariant chain leaves the clip and small fragment remaining in the binding groove of the class second MSC molecule. So after the cleavage of the digestion of invariant chain, the binding of, so in this figure you can see that this is the class second molecule and this is the invariant chain. So after the binding of invariant chain to the MSC class second molecule, it leave the cleave, that is small fragment which bind to the groove of the class second molecule. So it represent, so the HLA-DM, that is human leukocyte antigen, this non-classical MSC is a class second molecule expressed within the endosomal compartment mediate the exchange of antigenic peptide for the clip. So this clip then exchange with the peptide of antigen to the HLA-DM. So let's see in detail. So this is the figure of the exogenous antigen presenting pathway. So in this you can see that the partially folded MSC class second is bound by the invariant chain, and it occur in the endoplasmic reticulum. So this is the, in yellow color, this is the MSC class second molecule and this is the invariant chain. So it bind to the MSC class second in the ER. So this is the endoplasmic, so this is the antigenic peptide which is block peptide binding to the MSC class second, but they facilitate its export from the endoplasmic reticulum. So it is cleaved in two stage partially cleavage. First may allow the MSC class second to bind the incoming antigen. So this cleavage occur at the partial cleavage occur where the invariant chair are cleaved and the antigen peptide is bind to the MSC second class, where the after the binding of antigen, the complete dissociation of irrelevant chain released from the MSC class second, and it carry the antigenic peptide to the surface of cell which represent towards the CD4 cell, it is T helper cell. So these are the pathways of MSC1 molecule and MSC second molecule. So that is for today. So in today's lecture we see the how the endogenous antigen presenting pathway occur in presence of MHC first molecule and exogenous pathway occur at present of MHC second molecule. So these molecules are able to represent the antigens towards the cell surface to the TCR, that is T cytotoxic cell, and T helper cell. So that is for today. Thank you.